When it comes to robots and AI, you're either excited, curious, or worried. And whilst the latter is what most people cling on to when it comes to whether it's going to replace human jobs or actually how it looks, some people just don't feel comfortable. Whilst this is very consumer-centric, that is how it's used in our personal spaces or our home, I was more interested in how this is actually used in the business world or industrial use cases. To find out more, I visited Humanoid's HQ with the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology. Humanoid is a robotics firm creating AI-driven humanoid robots for industries like logistics and manufacturing, offering flexible robot as a service and purchase options to accelerate automation adoption. Robots in factories and manufacturing are not new. Automotive giants like BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, and Zeekr are testing humanoid robots for tasks like sheet metal handling. Across the world, in China, for example, manufacturers like Chang'an are using robots in their factories to speed up manufacturing processes. And if we look closer to home, tech giants such as Amazon are already using it in their warehouses for material movement. So what's happening in the UK? The UK already has more than 2,000 robotics companies and is a world leader in robotics, ranking first globally for robotics research and third for early stage private investment in robotics. In 2021, analysts estimated that if organizations continue adopting robotics and autonomous systems at today's pace, the economy could grow by about £6.4 billion by 2035. But if adoption is pushed to its full potential, that boost could be as high as £150 billion. To speed up innovation in robotics, the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology is announcing two new priority areas for Regulatory Innovation Office, RIO, defense and robotics to slash red tape in these sectors. This is accompanied by a £52 million in funding for new hubs to drive the adoption of robotics in British businesses. These hubs will let companies of all sizes try out equipment, get expert advice, and learn how to bring robotics into their day-to-day operations. From a small manufacturer automating processes to a hospital wanting to free up staff time to a farm exploring crop monitoring robots. These hubs will offer hands-on support across the UK. Let's talk about why this is needed. Well, some regulations make it harder for companies to test or deploy robotics quickly, and the RIO is exploring whether, for example, regulations on how robots that work alongside people are keeping pace with innovation, or whether regulatory changes for agricultural tech could be adapted. This, of course, doesn't mean removing safety rules, but making the system more practical for innovators. This could include safe testing environments, clearer guidelines for early-stage products, and, where necessary, encouraging behavioral changes among regulators. So, having said all that to see what's actually possible, at Humanoid's HQ, I get to see some of the robots that they've been working on. Take, for example, the HMND01 Alpha Wheeled. This is an industry-focused prototype with a wheeled base for stability and speed on smooth floors. It's about 220 centimeters tall and has speed of up to 7.2 kilometers per hour with 4 hours average runtime. It can also handle up to 15 kilograms payload with dual arms for object handling. In terms of the smarts, it uses rich sensory perception. So this is a combination of 360-degree RGB and depth sensors and edge AI. So we're talking NVIDIA Jetson Thor to perceive and act on tasks. Whilst this might look very industrial, they also have one with two legs like we do. So this is the HMND01 Alpha Bipedal. This is a more human-like walking robot in the same family, built on the same HMND01 concept, but with legs instead of wheels. It's around 179 centimeters high, it weighs around 90 kilograms and has 3 hours of average runtime. In terms of mobility, we have stable walking, side stepping, turning, and more, thanks to reinforcement learning trained controllers. For the sensors, it's multimodal, so it has RGB cameras, depth, haptics, modular hands or grippers for dexterity. He actually learned to walk meaningfully within days of assembly using simulation training, a remarkable speed compared to what's typical in the world of humanoid research cycles. What's also cool with the industrial version is you can actually dress it up and design it to suit your industrial environment. So that way it's hybrid and can work alongside humans without looking too odd. So what do you think? Is the government heading in the right direction? Let us know in the comments below. The program opens for applications in the coming weeks with hubs spread across the country. So we should begin to see some more innovations and development in the robotics segment.